Hello, everyone. My guest today is Mohammed Yunus. He's an internet executive with over 10 years of experience, including general management of small to mid-sized organizations, product development, business operations, and strategy. He's conceptualized and grown multiple businesses from zero to multi-million dollars in North America and in the Middle East. He's now building vFairs. Mohammed, are you ready to take us to the top?
Yep.
All right. What's the company doing? How do you make money?
So we provide virtual event platform that companies use to run their online events. They, yeah, we have companies like Fortune 500 companies who use our platform to do virtual career fairs. Then we have universities who do virtual open days with us. We have government organizations, who run virtual job fairs with us, and then we have trade show providers who do virtual trade shows with us. So it's primarily a software as a service virtual event platform.
And what's the average one of these customers pay you per month, would you say?
So we have two pricing. We have a per event pricing, then we have an annual license. So per event pricing is $6,000. Annual license is close to $30,000 on average.
30,000 or 20?
30.
30,000. And where, I mean, the challenge I've seen with these kinds of companies is that they're too seasonal. It's very hard to actually be a SaaS company with predictable revenue because too many people have one-off events and then cancel.
Sure. Yep. So I think that's what we initially thought also. But I think the way it has worked for us ever since we have started a couple of years back is that those companies who have done one event with us, they keep on coming back to us to do repeat events. So right now, almost 60% of our revenue comes from repeat business from our repeat customers. So even though it's seasonal, but given the price tag is decent, it's $6,000 per event over the whole year, it just works better than any other software as a service company.
Where does more of your, so if someone pays 30 grand for the year divided by your per event price of 600, they'd have to run at least 50 events to make the annual pricing make sense, which seems highly unlikely. So what percentage of your revenue is coming from the one-time 600s?
It's not. I said 6,000. So one time is $6,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So basically, any company who wants to do 5 events or more would go ahead with our annual license. So the likes of Nestle, T-Mobile, AT&T, all of these are our customers. They do annual license with us because they run 10 to 12 events a year. So for them, annual license works better. Whereas other small, medium-sized companies who just want to do one event will pay $6,000 and do that one event with us.
Sorry, 600 or 6,000?
$6,000.
Okay. And just to be clear, so what's the breakdown? Past 12 months, 80% is coming from annual contracts and 20% one time?
So it's close to 50-50. So 50% of that is coming from our annual contracts and the remaining 50% is our single event license.
Okay. We'll talk more about that here in a second, but let's put on this on the timeline first. When did you launch the company? What year?
2016 is when we conceptualized this particular company.
And where were you kind of life-wise? Did you just exit one of your past companies? Where were you?
No. So I have been working with our parent company for the past 11 years. So my job over there is more like an internal entrepreneur. We come up with new products and services. So 4 years back, I moved to North America here in Canada. So at that point, I saw that just kind of niche, kind of industry where we believe that we can easily kind of pull it off. So 2016, we started it off. Over the past 2.5 years has been growing pretty well for us.
That's great. And have you bootstrapped or raised?
No. It's all internally funded by our parent company.
Okay. So are they on the cap table?
Our parent company is Baith, and they are funded by Tiger Global Management.
Sorry, who's it called?
So the parent company is Baith, but the investor behind Baith is Tiger Global Management.
Sorry, spell the name of your parent company.
Bayt.
Bait. Okay, interesting. Where are they? Oh, the job site in the Middle East.
Yeah, they are the number one job site in the Middle East. Yeah.
Got it. This is like Indeed.com for the Middle East, basically.
It's like Monster Indeed of the Middle East. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay, good. But they allow you to operate with enough kind of control that you can kind of you're the CEO founder. You can take the company wherever you want.
Yeah. I act as an internal CEO for this particular company. We primarily run this business in North America. Almost 60 to 70% of our business comes from US and Canada, remaining 30% from all over the world. But I have full control in terms of day-to-day operations.
And let's for a second ignore the one-off folks. People on how many customers do you have on an annual basis today?
So we have over 160 to 170 customers. So close to 60 to 70 of them at least are annual contracts. Those who do one-time events with us, I have to say that you can think of them as more a good 80% of them, they have seasonal events with us. So someone who runs a virtual benefits fair with us will always run a virtual benefits fair with us in October, right? It runs for a month, it's over, they will come back next year October time again to run another virtual benefits fair with us. So almost 40 to 50% are annual, which is again close to 60 to 70 customers, and then we have around 100 plus for single events who comes seasonally. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, good. So 65 folks paying that are on your annual plans, 30 grand a year. That's about 2,500 each pays per month. So that means you're doing just on that channel about 160 grand per month. And you said that's 50% of your total revenue. So if you add back on the one time on top of that, it takes you to somewhere called around 320 or something like that per month. Is that generally accurate?
So I have to say a lot of them came this year. So we are still kind of accruing it. Right now we are at an annual run rate of $2 million. So we'll hit $2 million this year.
Oh, that's great. Okay, what are you at right now though?
So right now, as of now, we are, so let's say for this year, we're close to 1.6 million. So, we expect, I think we'll easily cross $2 million by the end of the year.
Okay, so when you say 1.6 million, are you saying if you take last month's revenue and multiply by 12, it's 1.6 million?
Yeah, so basically last 12 months revenue is close to 1.6, but yeah, we are increasing our revenue on a monthly basis, so we'll be close to $2 million by the end of the year.
Okay, that's great. And that's 50-50 split between one-timers and annuals.
Yeah.
That's great. 50, yeah. And so what is that? The past 12 months, you've been 1.6, but take me back one full year. So if you're at 1.6 million in ARR, actually, sorry, give me forward looking. So we did this wrong. Your last month's revenue, whatever that was, multiply forward by 12. And then I'm curious, what are you growing at year over year?
So as of now, we are growing 100% year on year. So basically, whatever our 2016-17 revenue was, it increased by 100%. Over the past 12 months, we keep on increasing 100%. Year over year. Right now. So that's
okay. So that would mean if you're doing calling like 133 right now per month, which would put you at the 1.6 million you just said. That means a year ago you were doing what, 70 grand a month, something like that.
So as of now, we are close to $165,000 to $170,000 a month as of now. But yeah, so we expect that. That's why by end of the year we'll be close to $2 million. But yeah, I think over the next 12 months it will be close to $3 million.
Sorry, just to be clear, if you're doing 165 right now per month, your ARR run rate is already past 2 million.
Yeah, but
you're giving me on a cash flow basis. You're saying you're going to collect 2 million in cash by the end of the year.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, but your run rate, you already beat 2 million.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how you're driving this growth. How are you signing up these new paid accounts? I mean, these are big deals.
So most of them are they're incoming leads. I have to say, I think in our case we have been extremely lucky. We have had some great customers, who has been really happy with our services, and as they kind of speak with other HR executives, people who want to do virtual events with us, they eventually keep on knocking on our doors and ask us, how we can have something similar to, let's say, what AT&T is doing or what T-Mobile is doing or what Nestle is doing, right? So almost 80% of our business is purely incoming, so people call us, people reach out to us, people come to our website to ask us our services. 20% is outbound where we reach out to other customers.
Okay. And so when you look at your fully weighted CAC to get one of these new $30,000 a year customers, what are you spending to acquire that customer?
So there are two aspects over there. One of them is purely in terms of lead generation. There's pretty minimal. We spend close to $10,000 on Google AdWords. So that's what we
per month.
Spend. Per month, yeah. People go online, search for virtual career fair, virtual job fairs, eventually come to our site, and then I think just to retain them, we kind of spend a bit of I think we do some customizations. We prepare nice visual lobbies. So there's a kind of cost to retain and deliver that service.
Okay, but yeah, you didn't answer my question. So a cost to acquire a new $30,000 customer is about what?
So see, right now we're getting around at least 10 to 12 new customers a month. So we spend $10,000. So you're talking about roughly $1,000 per customer.
But that's just the ad spend. You must have some people doing sales.
We just started outbound literally 2 months back. So as of now, it's like you can say like all the customers as of now I had up until 2 months back were purely incoming. They were never outgoing. But yeah, now we have 2 salespeople. Yeah.
Okay.
You can say like another.
What's the total? What's the total team size?
20 people.
20. Okay, so 2 out of the 20 are salespeople.
Outbound salespeople. Then there are 2 who just handle incoming leads and close them.
So sorry, just to be clear, I'm curious, when people calculate fully weighted CAC, it doesn't matter if it's inbound, outbound, if they're out, whatever. If you have 2 people closing these leads that you're getting from 10 grand a month in Google spend, your fully weighted CAC would include not just the paid spend, but also like their salaries, any onboarding costs, any customer, all that stuff. You don't include those though.
No. We don't count them. Something that helps us generate leads. Again, each like online lead spend or lead generation expense is separate, which is $10,000. Then salaries and commissions and all on like those things are separate. So you can add another $200,000 for the whole year for those kind of salaries if you want to.
I see. So do you break it down though on a per customer basis? In other words, do you get that $30,000 customer? Is that payback period less than 12 months, would you say?
Absolutely. So I think just to give you a rough number, we would say like on average, one customer would cost us at this point, I think, I don't know, close to $4,000 to $5,000 in terms of
fully weighted.
Yeah, fully weighted. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're getting paid back there pretty quick, less than 6 months easily.
Yeah.
That's great. And what about churn? Obviously, it's critical in a SaaS business. What's your churn?
So see, just because we have these two models, right? There's one who's only signing for one event. It's hard to kind of calculate churn for that, and then you have these annual contracts with us. So what we have seen is that for those who do just one event with us, at least 80% of them are doing repeat business with us. So our yearly churn is 20%. Those who are doing annual license with us, our renewal rate is close to 95%. So we hardly lose any customer on the annual license as of now for the past 3 years.
That's great. And where's the whole team based?
So we have the team is spread across 4 different locations, just because we get clients from all over the world. So we have team in Dallas, we have team here in Toronto, we have in Dubai, and then we have in Pakistan. So we have teams spread across 4 different countries.
Very good. Any plans to raise capital soon, Mohammed, or no?
So as of now, we don't need as such. I think we have been turned we are already a profitable business. But yeah, I think as we scale this a bit forward, we might be looking for external funding.
Would you sell the company today if the right deal came along?
I actually have no idea. I think this is more with the shareholders. But yeah, as of now, I think we are pretty happy where we are going, and we'll see when the right deal comes. Yeah.
Do you any deal like that? Would you have to approve it with the other shareholders, or do you own more than 50% where you would control it?
No. It has to go to other shareholders.
Yeah.
It has to. Yeah.
All right, very good. Let's wrap up here with the famous 5. Number 1, what's your favorite business book?
It's original. I have to say, the original book by Adam was pretty good.
Sorry, what's it called? The original?
Originals.
Oh, originals. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, is there a CEO you're following or studying right now?
So I studied Steve Jobs for a long time, and I think that's who I focused primarily. But nowadays I'm following Satya, from Microsoft pretty aggressively. So
number 3, what's your favorite online tool for building the business?
HubSpot. Yeah, I love HubSpot. Yeah.
Number 4, how many hours of sleep do you get every night?
I think on average 4 to 5 hours.
That's pretty good. And what's your situation? Married, single, kids?
Married with 2 kids.
2. Whoa, hands are full. How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Last question, Mohammed. What do you wish your 20-year-old self knew?
I think my 22-year self would knew that, get into entrepreneurship as soon as you can. I think this is where the fun is. This is where you control your own destiny. And I would highly encourage entrepreneurship to anyone.
Guys, start a company faster. He worked at corporate and then said, you know what? I want to do my own thing. So he kind of spun out this company called vFairs, online virtual event management, launched in 2016. Now 20 people, 4 remote locations all around the world. They've got customers, 65 customers paying annual contracts, call it 30 grand. Then another, call it 60, 70 customers that pay per event fees of about $6,000 per event. They're currently doing about $165,000 per month. That's up about 100% year over year. So 80 grand per month just a year ago in September of 2017. Scaling quickly, 20% logo churn per year in their cohort, which pays kind of per event, and 95% retention per year in the cohort paying on annual contracts. Healthy payback period, bootstrapped, which I love. Mohammed, thank you for taking us to the top.
Thanks, Nathan. Take care.